Hi everybody, Leah here. I wanted to do a card reading for you for December. So this is a little bit different to my weekly card readings where I want you to choose the card for you before you listen to the rest of the video. So pick a card 1 to 3 and this is, I'm just going to ask the cards what you need to know for the final month of 2017. So being the 1st of December, what do you need to do in order to finish out this year and start 2018 in the way that is for your highest good and so that things can flow as we would like them to. So just choose your number 1, 2 or 3. So the first card is 2 of Michael. And this card tells you it'll be better if you make a decision over analysing a problem and you need to find a compromise. So this is probably, you probably are trying to choose between 2 things. For some of you, this might be career, so choosing between 2 jobs. It might be a relationship, so you're choosing between 2 people. It could just be a general path in life, like which way do I head? And sometimes we do come to absolute crossroads where our life will look very differently depending on which way we go. So this is telling you in December, it's time to make a decision. So if you've been tossing up between 2 things, struggling between 2 things, it probably is quite a significant choice that you need to make. But you want to make this decision before this year is out. Otherwise, this will impact next year and it'll go into next year and it'll be unresolved probably for quite some time and create turmoil in your life. So whatever it is, this decision you have to make, you need to do it this month. So you've got 4 weeks left. But really, before you choose, I think for a lot of you it's going to be a big decision between logic, what your mind's telling you should do, and your heart. And that can create a lot of upset because sometimes we know logically that we should be doing one thing. One thing is sensible. One thing is, you know, for outside people looking in, they're going to say, well, that seems like the most sensible decision to make, but it might not fit right for you. And for you, perhaps you just have that inner knowing that actually this is a different path that I need to take. And so I think this card's really telling you that there could be a real internal struggle going on as well with what to do next. So really taking some time out to just sit and think and feel and try and connect the two and, you know, think about each outcome and how they could look and how that feels to you can sometimes give you your answer, because if we do that, if we take the time to do that, usually one is going to feel really good and right for you and the other one's just not going to feel quite right. So best of luck making that decision, but if you can make it, if you can get that done this month, then next year is going to be so much nicer for you. Card number 2 is strength. And this tells you strength and grace through kindness, self-confidence and forgiveness. So you're probably holding on to stuff. And it might not just be from this year. This is probably, you know, a long time coming. It's time to finally let it go. So forgiving anything that needs to be forgiven. It might be someone else. It might be you. It might be things that you see as perceived mistakes. It might be things that you hold on to shame or guilt about. It could be things that you're holding on to anger, you know, something that someone else has done to you. But this is telling you it's time to let that go. You're stronger than that and you do have that strength to face that. You know, sometimes it's easy to put things just in the back of our mind and pretend that they're not there and we don't have to deal with them because it's painful, or we're going to have to make a decision that we don't want to make. But this is telling you that you have the ability to face it and it's time. So whatever it is, if you can do that this month, then next year will be a lot better for you. And, you know, just know your worth. Know that you deserve a happy life, regardless of what you've done in the past, regardless of what's been done to you. You can let all that go and move forward and have a happier future. So really try and do that this month. It's really important to get that done if this card is for you. And then the third card is new beginnings. So this is about starting a new life, finding your purpose, a forgiving and compassionate review of the past. For new beginnings, there needs to be quite often endings. So this could be a month of just finishing up. So making sure, don't leave anything kind of lagging over that is no longer in alignment with who you are, what you want to do, who you want to be. So make sure things are finalised. So things like, money especially, if you've got outstanding taxes to be done or bills that haven't been paid, maybe it's something simple like, you've got 3 super accounts and you've been meaning to roll those over into one and get that sorted. So anything like that you can do around finances will be really important this month, to have it organised and, just so that your money can work for you next year. It could be to do with relationships and families. There might be one ending, but this card is a positive card, and so if that's you, if you've got this card, if there's things that are ending, it feels like it's going to be, it's going to be a positive thing this month, that things are going to be sorted out, and you'll be able to finish this year. And for probably a lot of you, this year has just been like, oh my goodness, just crazy, and so much happening and so many huge changes. But this is telling you that, all of that's happening for a reason. It's important. It needed to happen, because next year things are going to change again. And there's, it's just a completely different feel, a different energy for 2018. For a lot of you, this is going to be really much in alignment with your life purpose. So, and life purpose isn't always career. I think sometimes we mix the two up sometimes, but it's not. You can have a career in something and still follow your life purpose in life. So, it might be that a hobby is starting to become more of a focus point in your life. And, you'll start to, it could be friendship groups, they might be changing to hang out with people that are more like you now. Sometimes we outgrow our friendship groups, and particularly when you're really trying to go down a positive pathway and make, good, healthy changes for you. So it might be that, you start to meet other people who have those that are making the same changes and heading in that same direction. So, if things are ending, it's normal to feel sad about that. Let yourself grieve that. Really review it and go, okay, what did I learn from that? What was the purpose of all of that happening? Because there will be one. It's not, nothing just happens for no apparent reason. There's a reason in everything. So if you can find that reason, it makes it so much easier to move on if you know why this situation occurred in your life. But try not to leave anything unfinished by the end of this year, because if you can get kind of everything resolved and in place and just flowing as it should, then 2018 is going to be a much nicer year. So I hope that helps you this month. If you want your own personal 2018 card reading, it's $50. Just private message me for the pay details for that, and then you receive that via email. And I will be posting later today my final appointment times for this year. There won't be many of them. The diary is pretty full, so if you want to book in for Forensic Healing or Reiki, make sure you keep an eye out for that post and book as soon as possible. Failing that, I will see you in 2018 for a much better year, and there's still obviously 4 weekly card readings to come as well. So I wish you the best of luck for December. It could be a lot of soul searching and a lot of action, and it could be very busy, but it's all going to be really good and worth it. So thanks for watching. Bye.